Welcome back to EasySpirit 101. I pulled a general message today because I was drawn to the Heal Yourself deck. So I've already pre-pulled these cards and sat with the message for a minute. Some of you have a soulmate connection coming in. You may already know that, but you're going through cycles right now. You're kind of being tested, like whoever this is. It's a white owl here. You're very very pure, very wise, very spiritual, very intuitive. So you're kind of aware of this, and you probably already know that you're being tested right now. And for some reason, passing this test seems related to this soulmate situation coming in. And it has a lot to do with self-love, specifically around letting go of the past. With this, we have this entrapment card here, but really this kind of scary, creepy guy over here represents, the darker side of yourself, the things you've been letting slip for so long. Right next to it says, how teachable are you? Right? Because you already learned this lesson, and they already told you, already know the answer in your head. And how teachable are you is, are you applying it right now, or are you staying stuck? This is part of why you haven't quite connected with the soulmate coming in yet, because the self-love, the level of self-love needs to be matched to an extent, okay? There's a huge fear of rejection. I'm going to go ahead and call out these three cards that are next to each other. You have rejection, you have home, you have pride. The home card is really about being comfortable in your own skin. They're selling out here on the top. And in this case, the selling out card is talking about really giving your power away, caring too much what everyone else is thinking about you. This is all tied into this rejection here. You're deeply afraid of other people rejecting you and feeling embarrassed so much that you're tempted to stay in this trap. You're tempted to stay in this kind of dark cocoon you've made for yourself. And that's why the temptation card is right here as well. This is really about giving and receiving love. That's how you bring this soulmate in, is to give yourself love, give other people love, and then allow yourself to receive love. You can't bring a soulmate into your life if you're not even capable of receiving the love that person wants to give you. So that's really what we're talking about here. And honestly, I use this deck on myself sometimes, even though this is one of the best oracle decks for relationships. You can also, their messages about love in general. So I like to use this deck to apply it to what you need to know about loving yourself right now. So let's see if we can get some more. Right. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. So part of this self-love is being true to what's in your heart. If your heart is screaming something to you to do something a certain way, or things should be like this, or will be like this, or, that's just what you're deeply drawn to. The minute you're denying that, denying what your heart is telling you is your own truth, that's what this selling out card is about. Who are you listening to? Are you listening to what God put in your own heart? Or are you listening to your fear of rejection, your fear of embarrassment? Because you get to pick, and if that's what you want to pick, you're selling out. You're selling yourself out. You're not giving into, you know what I'm saying. You're not giving into what would truly make you happy. Yeah, this does involve a sacred union. There is a sacred union coming in here, but because of the type of trials you're coming through, it's like the more you let yourself go, the more you let this person gets further away from you. Yeah. This person loves you deeply, and they're not going to come in. Like I said, it's about giving and receiving love. You can't have this soulmate come in if you do not know how to receive their love. Because right now you don't know how to receive your own love. You're putting more importance on what other people think about you. You know, it's like anything else. Honestly, I pray about the things that I struggle with. When I struggle with something and I really just don't know, yeah, they're saying no. You know the soulmate is coming in and the conditions are not right. It says right next to it. This came out right next to it. New romance is imminent. Yeah, that is exactly what's going on here. This is like this is meant to be written in the stars kind of situation. A happy addition to your family, and something that will help you rise even further on your spiritual journey. And it really, to get there, is how do you love yourself? How do you love yourself? Take care of yourself. You should be the biggest point in your whole life. You can't be, that's what this entrapment is. You're not really living a life at all if you're this big and everyone else around you is, you know, kind of towering over you, and you're just letting them suck up who you are because you're so concerned. The minute you're that concerned about what other people are thinking and saying, so going through this here is also really helping you to grow spiritually. For some of you, you're deliberately on a spiritual journey. I would know all about that. That's a thing. And going through this is helping you and this other person really open up spiritually. I see a lot of worry around money here in this connection. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss, because everything's gonna turn out just fine. So, and I'm not sure why that came out surrounding this, which is really about fear, rejection. I don't know if someone's really worried about you know, how they look on a financial level. That's, what's a nice way to say that's really silly. That's really silly, you guys. Come on. You know what? If I can declare something early on, I want the focus of this channel to really emphasize how important love is. Definitely worries and concerns over money has overpowered how important love is, but really, love is the most important thing. You can't take money with you when you leave this place. You can take the love with you. You cannot take the money with you. Let's see what this says. Sanctuary. This is really encouraging you, coming out next to this money when you're really worried or upset or fearful about money. This is kind of saying to meditate. Keeping yourself in a more peaceful, balanced, calm place is going to help you overcome that discomfort you're feeling. It literally says a sanctuary resides inside of you, no matter what is happening. So you can always turn within to connect to spirit and to connect to that peaceful temple that lives inside of you when you're feeling uncomfortable about something like that. Let's see if we can get any more from here. So this counterpart, in case you didn't know, if you're on a more spiritual level, you already know this person is energetically tied to you. So this is part of why it's so important to really be exercising love, because they're not feeling this love you're showering onto them so much as they respond to the love they can feel you giving yourself. You are extremely protected right now. Everything is working in perfect timing. This situation, there is some sort of opportunity for forgiveness here. Live your joy. This goes along with your self-care, what we talked about. This first card here said, if you could do what was anything on your heart, no matter what would it be? Yeah. You're going to receive so many gifts when you overcome this lesson. If you're sitting around worrying and waiting when your ship is going to come in, when your love is going to come in, when this is going to come in, they're saying you're being tested right now, and it will come when you pass this test. You may have one or multiple loved ones who have already passed on. They're really deeply connected with you right now. They're very close with you, trying to help you overcome this. And a reminder that you don't need to worry about, I'm going to assume it's money, since that money card kind of popped up on its own out of nowhere. They're saying you're going to be just fine, so please do not worry. Do not worry. You are meant to be working on this right now. You are meant to be working on overcoming this fear, this pride about what others are thinking about you, this fear of rejection. That's what you are meant to be doing. Yeah, this is an opportunity to learn. This is like life giving you a life lesson, a major life lesson right now for you. So let's see, I'm going to pull just one more and then we'll call it here. Pull one more from this, and I love this deck. Can't think of the name of it right now. Lightworkers deck? Can't think of it. Here, let me see. Yeah, your guidance over this situation is divinely guided. So whatever you're hearing and knowing, actions to take right now is what you think it is, and you need to act on it. Yeah, this goes along with the original message. How are you dimming your light to fit in? Do not dim your light to fit in, please. Be yourself. You don't need to worry, because this situation is deeply protected by spirit here, by your loving ancestors. And even if you lost someone you didn't expect to lose, you were clinging to them, thinking that you need them, you rely on them or whatever, because you're so protected, you will have so many trustworthy friends. If you just follow this divine guidance here, you will have everyone that you've ever needed that has your back will have your back. So do not, this is important for you to be yourself right now. It's super important for you to be yourself right now. I'm hearing you know what you are meant to be doing right now. So just do it. Just do it without a care in the world. Right, so you're a highly sensitive type. When you're highly sensitive, it's super important to do like you're meditating. They were talking about earlier is meditating, going within, doing grounding exercises, spending time in nature. Yeah. You need to work better at nurturing yourself. It says, how can you mother yourself? Work more on how, be your own. Imagine when you were a kid and you had your mom, and it's like, do that for yourself. How can you be your own, like, take better care of yourself right now? You have been training for this for lifetimes. So you have everything inside of you that you need to overcome this lesson. And from one human being to another, I wish you the most of luck.